But I want to welcome everybody to my channel, The Candy Shop. I am so excited. The Candy Shop. So this is my story time, The Candy Shop. Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Candy Shop. I am Candace.
I'm Hannah.
This is Mimosa Monday. Tonight we'll be recapping Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 4, Episode 1. We'll also talk about that little honorary cast member, Ariane Curry. She went live over the weekend and it was so boring, but that'll be towards the end of the end of the live today. But how has your weekend been, Hannah?
It's been great.
Okay, cool. I thought you were gonna say something else. Well,
yeah.
Happy birthday again.
Thank
Shout out
you.
to Hannah. I should have put something on my community page for you. Hannah, happy birthday. Also, happy birthday to Chi-Town Naja Girl, my mod.
Okay, happy birthday.
Today. So yes, she says, welcome everybody to Mimosa Monday with the Candy Shop and guest host, Chef Hannah. Please sit back and drink it. Please sit back with your drink and treats and enjoy tonight's review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And hey, Nick Q, thank you for joining. Hey, All Things Popcorn, my other mod. Hey, shout out girlfriend. Try don't say it laugh aloud, her thirsty, but yes, Ariane is thirsty, and you're welcome.
Hydrated.
Oh, and hey, Cheryl, Liberian Cayenne Pepper. She says, happy birthday to you lovely ladies. Hey, Robin, good to see you. It's been a long time. Yes. So let's get into this show. The show has been a mess. And please drop your candy and your chefs in the chat for me and Chef Hannah. But you have a mimosa tonight?
Thank you. I actually have a mimosa.
Yes, I have
one. It's a peach mango mimosa.
Mine's is a
strawberry.
Cranberry mimosa with blueberries and black.
Oh, yes. Okay. So, we really got mimosas on Mimosa Monday.
Yes. So let's get into this show. So messy. Yeah, and hey, Skate Diva GT. I want to finish saying hello to a few more people. Vicky Black, good to see you again. All Things Popcorn, dropping the candy in the chat. But yes, but first scene, Tisha Marceau. Oh, and hey, Connie B, good to see you.
Hey.
But Tisha and Marceau on the very first scene. So he talks, it's a couple of things to unpack here. They talk social media, they talk the Africa trip, and they also talk about him getting a personal assistant in the infamous picture. So tell me what you want to tackle first. I know you I want to talk about this Africa trip first, because
I was about to say, can we talk about this trip?
What are your thoughts on him and this whole going to Africa by himself?
Let me tell you right now, I wish he would go to the motherland without me. He could stay there, because I feel like, especially if I understand you want to experience it, they could have went together and he could have branched off and did his own thing, and she could have did her own thing, and y'all didn't have to be together. But I feel like a trip like that, why wouldn't you want to experience that with your spouse? Like, I really doubt he was there all by himself. Come on. Exactly. I don't have good service. You got service in Africa.
Exactly. And I'm going to say this, Hannah. Shout out to Connie B, because she talked about the show yesterday, and I'm kind of with her on this. So I travel oftentimes without my husband. Not necessarily alone. I do girls trips. Connie, she's done trips alone. Now, my husband, for some odd reason, he's a small town boy. He doesn't really like to travel. But I travel. And so there's no problem for me taking a trip without your spouse. But with this particular trip, it was some of the things he said that kind of like, it would have pissed me off as a wife. Because first of all, if I've never been to Africa, I would have been like, the first time, which I'm assuming this was his first time going to Africa as well. The first time you go, you don't take me. Then we have children, and you're saying that your phone wasn't working and we couldn't get in contact. That it's just not sitting well with me. And then with everything going on in social media, with this whole picture that little Ariane posted of them at this club, all of that, and the allegations, to me, it just doesn't seem like the right time. And I don't think Tisha would be being insecure by saying something about it, but I think it just didn't sit well with me. But
I'd rather he went with, even if he could have took his brothers or something. I wouldn't mind that. I just feel like you're not gonna go on because like I said, like you said, I go on girls trips. I love to travel. Since a child, my mom and my father always let me travel, so I love to just get out and go. However, if they don't got service, they got Wi-Fi, brother. You can, and he has an iPhone. You can use Wi-Fi and FaceTime and send a text message, even if your service is off. So I don't want to hear that BS. There's no way you in another country and don't even check on your family. Now, if you single, fine, but you're married.
Exactly. And he was talking about he had to take a time off from just everything with COVID going on. He needed a break and he needed his peace, which is, like I said, which is fine. But we could have, like you said, Hannah, we could have traveled together and did some separate excursions and had our own peace. So that him going to Africa, and someone mentioned this yesterday on Cotty's show. So going to Africa, we know that's going to be a longer trip than usual because it takes a long time to get there. Mm-hmm. So I just, it don't sit well with me. Everybody that I know that has gone to Africa, because remember, I think in 2019, Ghana had that return to the journey back for us, and they were offering dual citizenship, all of that. I have friends that went for 2 and 3 weeks. So that makes me wonder, how long was he really there away from his family? It just don't sit right in the end. As quiet as it's kept, let me put my allegedly banner up. I really do feel like he had another woman there. And I'm sorry.
Or met one over there.
And Martell Holt, Tisha, that's my opinion on it. That it just does not look right with everything that's going on. So I'm gonna read some of these comments. Chi-Town said, I do sister trips or girl trips all the time. That wasn't the issue of him going along, is the fact of where he went without his wife nor his family. Right. Mm-hmm. Cheryl said there's phone service in Africa. He was right. And right, Shantae. Hey, Shantae. She said,
email.
Yeah, check your email. Like,
there's Wi-Fi in every hotel.
Andrea Kelly's favorite line was, you better check your email. But all things popcorn said, not a motherland trip alone. Oh, hells no. Nope. Exactly. Shante said WhatsApp works well. Exactly. The WhatsApp does work because when my mother goes to different countries, that's what she calls us on, me and my sisters. Oh, and hey, Reps, she says, happy birthday, Shy. Love. Yes, the return was 2019 when everybody was going. Cheryl said, which part of Africa? He never said what part.
He never said.
So he
posted that one little picture. He could have been in California for all we know.
Yeah,
he posted that little snippet.
You're right. He could have said Africa, and he was actually
because when you go to the motherland, when I travel and I take pictures, I take the scenery, even without me in it. I have pictures on my phone without even me in it, just the scenery and the sights. You in the motherland, and you want to take just a picture of your bald head up here snapping behind some trees. You could have been in Georgia for all we know. You could have been in the wetlands. We don't know where you were.
Exactly.
There's no proof you were in Africa.
I agree with that. And hey, Andrea Harvey, good to see you. She said, hey, ladies, and the candy shop. I agree.
Okay.
Right. Cotty said other countries were hoping to do the same, but then the panorama, right? Rep said, hey, hope all is well. It's really giving fugazi behavior. Right. Just simply, hey, good to see you. Just simply,
hey.
I said I talk to my grandmother every other day in Nigeria, so he is a liar. Right. He lying.
A liar. A bald-head liar.
Mm-hmm. He could have been around the corner because that's where the other baby mama lives. Oops. I'm glad I got the allegedly banner up. Marceau is such an antagonizer. Yes, he gaslights her a lot. And part of the gaslighting was when she was talking about the social media stuff. He told her that if somebody says you're a
dog,
if somebody calls you a dog, they expect you to bark. Don't bark. Like what? What type of analogy is that?
I feel like you calling me a hello.
But I said, okay, so now you calling me a bitch. Like
okay, because that's what I got. Oh, that's what you gonna do.
So, I don't like his analogies. I think he thinks he's smarter than everybody else, and he knows he can get over on his wife. Now, his wife will sit there and listen to everything with her 2 master's degrees, which I don't understand how she lacks the common sense. But to me, she doesn't have a backbone.
Book smart.
I know some people feel that she's getting her backbone, but I'm still not understanding why she sits here and listens to him. And he cannot tell her how to react to social media, because it's one thing. And I know people will say, no, don't listen to what people on the internet say. It's hard not to, though. And it's hard not to, when you feel strongly about something, it's hard not to, hey, clap back. Because sometimes you want to clap back. But I do agree with him. Once you clap back, they do have control of you, because they'll keep coming. They'll keep coming. A lot of times online, these people have nothing to lose. And a lot of times they hide behind personas. You just never know who it is. So sometimes I agree with him on that part. You don't clap back. But as for reading the stuff, hell, I'm gonna read it. I need to know what's going on, what the streets are saying, because where there's smoke, there's fire. And if this keeps coming up, because they're trying to say that Ariane made up this whole story with, I'm gonna go ahead and I think I still have the damn picture. I think I have it up here. Where is this picture at?
Oh, girl, let me see.
That's the infamous pic, and that's it close up with Maurice right there and the chick in the background. But if it keeps coming up that something shady is going on, I want to read the comments, because everybody ain't lying. I'm gonna just say that.
But Maurice.
Maurice and Marceau. Yes, Cheryl said my cousin called me from Liberia on Messenger. Right.
Oh yes, Messenger.
Yep. Chi-Town said, I don't like how he was speaking to her. He was shushing her like she was a female dog or child. Either way, that's not how you speak to a person. Exactly. Yeah. Cody said, I wish my husband would use a dog analogy while speaking with me. Right.
Because the real dog will come out. We can go.
Well, I'm so petty. I'd be like, are you talking about me and your mama? Like,
okay.
Who are you
your mom daughter? Which one?
Who are you talking about? Cody said Marceau is my least fave. Right. Is Marceau
Marcel is my least fave.
I don't know. All of the men have been shaded to me, and I've said this before, because I've heard rumors about all of them going to a certain club in Huntsville. So I think I view all of them the same. They're gaslighters.
They all try.
Shantae said, Tisha knows she just don't want to give Melody that I told you so satisfaction, period. Right. Tisha's just playing her part for them kids. What was you going to say, Hannah?
I was about to say, I have a friend who knows her man ain't sugar honey iced tea, but because she was warned prior to getting with him, I feel like she's still with him because she doesn't want to say you were right. Mm-hmm. And I feel like Tisha is, and it's so crazy because when we were talking about it on our group chat, she was the main one on Tisha's side. We was like, now, ain't that the pot? Like, so I feel like that's so true. Tisha doesn't want it, but it's not about satisfaction for anybody else. It's about your self-happiness. And if he gonna keep belittling you and getting vasectomies and not telling you, taking trips whenever he wants to, out here taking his car out when he should be in a work truck to a camping trip, come on. At what point do you say, I gotta be happy for myself? Like, you good and grown. I wish a grown man would tell me not to do something. My dad at my age can't tell me what not to do. I'm grown. Pay this mortgage, then tell me what to do. Exactly. And even if you're paying it, I'm still gonna do what I want.
Exactly. So Cardi B is not a Melody fan. And that's okay. She said Melody is a cheater too, and a gaslighter and an abuser. So Melody has definitely done her share of dirt. Is she a cheater to me? Technically, I could say yes, but y'all know my thoughts on that. When she's allegedly cheated, they were separated. She had left and got her own place, and she did what it do. Because if that's the case, that I'm a cheater as well. My first marriage, I separated and I did my thing, and we're divorced now. We separated though because he asked for the separation due to him cheating on me and having things going on. So to me, when you open up that door, and the Bible says it, if you are in a relationship, if a man basically cheats on his wife, that gives her permission to do whatever. The Bible says it. I'm going to look for that scripture.
I need the scripture. I I need description.
Because when you basically open the door of your marriage and you let other people in, like what can you expect? So
you're right.
Yes, technically they both are cheaters. Melody and Martell to me are gaslighters. Martell is not innocent. On the show, we got to see her reaction to all of the years of him cheating. And so to me, it was definitely human. Did it put her in a good light? No. My issues with Melody are she gaslights women. She is a mean girl at times, and she picks and chooses what's wrong, what's right one day, and what's wrong the next day. And so Melody, to me, at times has no accountability, and that's my issue with Melody. I'm gonna read some of these comments though. Shaidan said, "Trust me, Tisha knows what he does and has been doing." Shows I was Tasha. I will barbecue some dogs. Tisha, I will barbecue some dogs and tell him how you feel eating with you referred me as.
Oh damn. Dogs.
That's as bad as the little pie from the Help.
Right? Damn.
Skate Diva said, I really don't think he wants to be married to his wife anymore. That's why he looks so unhappy on the show. Right. Because we all know when they got married, well, from the outside of the show, it had come out that they married like after a month. To me, it always looked like he was looking for someone to have the picture perfect white fence situation with, and that he really didn't love her like that. And so he's gotten bored with the relationship. Also, she's changed in the marriage because remember when the show first started, Tisha was a stay-at-home wife taking care of the kids and doing whatever. She made that comment about feeling like a single mom, which offended Kimmy because Kimmy was an actual single mom. And so she decided that she wanted to be like Mel because remember, Mel was her mentor and Mel was introducing her to being a businesswoman and starting all these different businesses and having residual income. And Maurice did not like that because he was like, why do I gotta babysit my kids? And we were all like, how are you babysitting your own kids? So right, I don't know what my point was, but I just want to say, I agree with you, Hannah. He's not happy. I agree with you, Skate Diva. You are absolutely correct.
I also don't think he wants a yes woman all the time. He acts like he wants a yes woman, but I also feel like he wants somebody to challenge him. Sometimes some men will say what they want to see if they'll be challenged.
He wants his hoe to challenge him.
Yeah, but he needs to be challenged because I don't think he would.
Because I've talked to my husband about this too. I've talked to my husband about this and a lot of men that do this. And my husband said some men will marry women that they think that will make good wives and good mothers. And then they cheat with women that they want to do more scandalous things with. And so Marceau, which it seems like a lot of men come off that way. My current husband, my ex-husband, if y'all was to see, I should show y'all the other woman one day, but I'm not going to dox her. My ex-husband and his other woman. Moving on, changing the subject. Shadi said, oh yeah, where in the Bible it say that? I'm gonna look for the scripture.
I need that scripture too.
Cotty said by the very definition of the word, Melody is a cheater. Yes, technically Melody is a cheater because she stepped out on the marriage while they were separated. But
also remember last season, she said, remember he was like, you cheated, and she was like, I didn't cheat. He was like, we weren't separated. She was like, well, he gave me, I didn't give it to him. So that y'all weren't separated when that happened.
She was living in her own place. So
not when that encounter happened. They were together. That's when Martell called her out, and she was like, well, I didn't do him, so it doesn't count. It still counts.
I thought she was saying when they.
That's when he started going in, and that's when she said that dumb excuse. Like I would have denied it. I wouldn't have said anything. But she said that, and they were not separated when that encounter happened.
Yes. And hey, Sharon F. Good to see you.
Hey.
I thought she always was talking about when she got her place. Either way, though, I'm glad that they are divorced. The situation turned out to be just too toxic. I don't see them working out together, and I'm happy for Mel to move on. I'm happy for him to move on too, because I like Martell, even though he's done a lot of shady stuff. I still like him.
Not together.
Yeah, not together. Just simply said, I just want Tisha to win. Oh.
Mm. I want to teach you to get a backbone.
Cardi B said, if you don't agree with everything Melody says and does, she will turn on you. Not the type of friend I would ever want. Right. It is the Melody show, but Melody, I can't. The one thing that I like about Melody, could I ever be friends with Melody? No. The first season, I didn't like her, but I can respect her. Melody is a go getter, and she's all about self. She's about business, and that's what it is. Some people aren't made to have lots of friends, and that's okay. So
Sure.
yeah, and so like somebody like myself, I have sisters, I have family members that I can be close with, and then I do have my friends as well. So either way, and I feel like with Melody, you always have that support system regardless, and not everybody, you're not going to be for everybody, and that's okay as well. Shantae said Melody is just like Martell, she just ain't found her coleslaw that she likes. That part I agree with that. I agree with that. The first show definitely was good. Let's get back to the show. Tisha does need a backbone. Tisha did use Mel as a stepping stone for getting out of the house and jumpstarting her career. Right.
And she should have.
Q loves Melody's spicy attitude. I did too. Hey, Keita. This is my other boo, Shakita. We're starting our annual Juneteenth We Outside trip. Last year we went to Orlando. This year we're going to Miami for Juneteenth. Already booked our little condo, so I'm excited. Girls trip. That's an example of my girls trip. I might vlog it. We're getting back to the show. Nikki said, yes, she was technically married when it happened. Deny. They were separated at the time. Andrea, that's what I thought. I thought they were separated. However, Mel used Tisha as a project and then threw her away when she no longer had use for her. I think Mel and Tisha fell out when Martell, all those allegations came out about Martell. Mel was going through the embarrassment on TV of being cheated on, and she wanted to do the same to Tisha. And so that's when the rumor about the 20 women's and all of that came up.
But Mel put her own business out there, so get mad at yourself.
Yes. Chi-Town said Martell just needs some real men around him and have some growing to do because it seems like he's stopping growing at a certain age, right? I don't like Martell at all. Mel is a hustler, yes. I love Kimmy too. Kimmy is my favorite. Melody's voice, I almost gave up on the show because her voice reminds me of the women down here. It's a lot of women that sound like her. They have those high-pitched Southern twang type voices. So I'm so used to it. Imagine, I grew up in Wisconsin, went to school in Alabama, and that was all I heard in Alabama. And they're in Huntsville. And so they all talk like that. They be like, sis, what you doing? I'm like, I'm just thinking on my nerves. And they like, baby. They were more countryer than Mel, the way they talk.
No.
And yes, we outside, boo. But just simply say, yes, Martell is stuck in arrest development. I would say around 10, 11, not interested in the consequences and lack of accountability. And I do feel like that has to do with the situation. Remember, he was going through counseling because of his father not being there for him. So yeah, that could have a lot to do with it. Misery loves company, understanding. I'm used to Melody's accent too. They talk like that in the South. They do. But going back to the show. So then from the social media, Africa trip, personal assistant that Tisha wants to approve, which now with everything going on, we could already see she has some insecurities in the marriage because she feels like she has to approve of the personal assistant. And my thing is like, if a man is going to cheat, he's going to cheat. There's no way around it. Nothing you can do about it. So if anything, they need to go to counseling if she chooses to stay with this man. Going to Martell and Lewis. So Martell and Lewis talk about the Tiffany and Lewis being called out. I don't know. To me, honestly, I don't even know why Tiffany and Lewis are on the show. I'm not feeling them. They've lied to us. So I'm not understanding their importance. Martell does talk about Melody's cheating and the divorce and how hard she's making it for him to see the kids. So that is unfortunate if she is in fact doing that. So that we can move on from that. Kimmy and Maurice moves to them, talk about that infamous picture. Now I'm finna go in on Mr. Maurice. I'm sorry. So Mr. Maurice, He at one time he was my favorite, but I was fooled like everybody else.
I told you I like him.
He's a gaslighter, just like all the rest of them on this show. He, throughout him and Kimmy's conversation, he deflected. She even said, "Remember when you told me if I ask you a question, you will give me a straight answer, a yes or no. So I'm asking you now, were you with the linebacker?" He was, and it was almost like he wanted to say, see what had happened was, he was like, I don't even date those types. He could not really give her a yes or no answer. And we all know Ariane put out the rumor about him being with a linebacker and all this other stuff. So I would have believed it was made up, because I'll say this. We all know, especially me dealing with this YouTube, people will put out a lot of stories about you that will be untrue, and it's very easy to believe the untrue. But the fact that Maurice lied at that reunion and said he was not at that damn Atlanta trip, and then his ass was in the picture. so
Right and light.
That enough. If I were Kimmy, would have told me this ninja is lying. He's lying, because my question to him, it wouldn't have been, would you have been with the linebacker? My first question would have been, why did you lie on the reunion and say that you weren't around Ariane? And then Marceau posted this picture and you're there at the dike that they were talking about. Why did you lie? That would be my first question to my husband. Why did you lie? And that's so simple. Like, I would want to know that. The linebacker thing, that wouldn't even, it would matter, but it wouldn't even matter to me because he already lied off top. So off top, my mind is, if he lied about that, he's been with the linebacker. That's what I'm automatically think. Technically, they were not married. They were dating. And I would tell him, like, I know we were dating, but that was at a time in our relationship when I thought we were exclusive, and maybe we weren't. But you need to effing admit that, because you lied about being at this little get together at the club or whatever in Atlanta, and now you're trying to convince me that you don't date those types. And like Kimmy said, it don't even matter what the ladies look like. It's the fact that you lied. So what are your thoughts, Hannah? I know I just went on the soapbox.
As you should have. First of all, I'm with you, because the moment I saw my husband in this picture, first of all, I would have went to CVS and blew it up. I'd have asked him, do you have a twin? Because clearly I met your family and I was unaware that you had a twin, because who was this in this picture? Because if you weren't there, who's this? So that's number one. And then also, dating and doing are two different things. He said I wouldn't date a linebacker. What, they say cat don't have no face. So you might not date her, but it might just be a box to you for all I know. But also, I don't feel as though when he lied off that, it's nothing else he could say out his mouth would make me believe you at this point. Because you sat there on national TV, knowing there was a picture out there, knowing that you were captured, knowing that anybody besides Marceau could have put this picture out there. The fact that you knew this, you still decided with a straight face, no hesitation, straight face, boldly lied. Oh, absolutely not. Yeah, I don't care. I'm with you. I'm not questioning you about no dag on linebacker, kicker, punter. I don't care who it was. Why was you why are you in this picture when you sat next to me on live TV and told me this wasn't you?
Exactly.
That's the only question that matters. And then it's also, you married a lawyer.
And I would have played it back from on my phone like you.
Listen, I would have had my receipt posted. I'd have had the screenshot of him on TV and this picture when he came home in a frame. What's up? Who this? Is this you with the TMT? This you?
Right.
Because your mom didn't have twins.
Right. Exactly. Hey, Ronnie M. Good to see you.
And also, I'm really like how Kimmy. We're not on that part yet, but I don't like how Kimmy approached Marceau. I'm gonna tell you when we get there. I'm gonna tell you why. That pissed me off.
Okay. Yes, we can get there. Chat, like Popcorn said, what are y'all sipping on? Taking a break from we are going in on these men today on this show.
As we should.
Patty said Maurice used lawyer talk. He was smart. That wasn't no damn lawyer talk. That was the talk.
That was Negro talk.
Marceau he done learned well from Marceau, and I wonder if their daddy is like that. The way
the family like that. And which brother was messing with Melody mom allegedly?
I don't know. They
Was
said
it the one at the house?
I saw a post about it. I don't think I ever talked about it. Shantae said Kimmy knew he went on the boys' trip, but didn't understand why he lied. Kimmy knows too, and she allowed him to deflect back to Tisha and Marcel. Right? Yeah, because he was like, I think you need to be reach across the aisle and console.
And back smack you.
I would have been like, what does Tisha have to do with you lying, sir? I would have said that. And I'm with you, NQ. I think they're all cheaters. I do.
Oh yeah.
If you lie, you will cheat, right? And hey, Miss Young Rich Skinny hashtag love yous at events. She said, "Oh,
you know what?
She said, OMG,
don't even read it.
SWV in the building." So Cotty's drinking or has a popsicle. Show said, I remember this young lady called me and told me I was with your man. I told her, girl, you can have him. I'm trying to run from him. And I paid you to keep him. At the reunion he did. Shannon said, please show some love by likes. Yes, make sure you like and subscribe. And by sending a super chat or cash app. Yes, please send a super chat. I enjoy the super chats. Shaitan said, I started to look at Maurice as a sneaky cheater. Yes, when he took the open window to leave Kimmy last season at the lunch meeting with his baby mama and her husband. Right. I didn't understand that, why he automatically left her to clean up that mess. So yeah, Maurice, he been looking raggedy to me for a few seasons. I know he was everybody's favorite, but believe me, ladies, none of these men are good. They birds of a feather flock together.
They all got can't get it out. I think they all cheat together. I feel like Marcel wasn't supposed to drop receipts, but I also feel like allegedly is down there. I feel like Marcel, baby. One moment. Sorry, my kids forgot what time it was. I also feel like Marcel child is about to come out, so he's trying to get the heat off of him as much as he could, because he was like, I want you to get in trouble with your wife. Yeah, but when your child come out that Tisha already know about, probably we gonna see what happens then.
But Martell was against, it seems like he was against all the pillow talk.
No, not Marcel.
Yeah, Marcel. Yes, because I was gonna say Martell hated it all. He doesn't want to see any of their marriages end.
Yeah, he want his marriage back.
You think he wants his marriage back?
I don't think he wants Melanie. I think he wants to be married and have a family. I just don't think he wants Melanie. Yeah. If that makes sense. Because you can tell, even the first thing he said was he just missed coming down to breakfast. He missed his kids being in the one roof. I think he likes the family aspect. I don't think he needs to be with. I think they're toxic together. Yeah. But he does kind of miss just that family, because he didn't have that. So he was able to provide what he didn't have growing up, and now you don't have what you didn't have. Now basically your kids are going through your childhood.
Let me ask you this: why do you think he doesn't want it with Ariane?
If you okay with me cheating, why would I build a life with you? You okay with me cheating? You okay being the cheater? If I can cheat with you and that's okay, you have no morals. You don't care. And the fact, first of all, you disrespectful because you didn't even know your place, because you start bragging and taking pictures and showing off. So I would never build a life with somebody I'm cheating with. For what? You probably gonna cheat on me. I know I'm cheating, but you just as much trash as I am. Never.
Right. And I want to shout out Cheryl, Liberian Cayenne Pepper. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Also, thank you, Sharon F, for the Cash App as well. I love you, ladies. Love your support. Thank you. But I agree with you, Hannah. I'm gonna get to some of these comments. He definitely wants his marriage back. Chi-Town said right. Cotty said, I think he wants Melody and Ariane. I think he loves them both. After we talk about Ariane tonight, I don't know if he truly loved Ariane, because earlier this week, Ariane was suicidal because she's lonely. Earlier last week, she was going through suicidal thoughts. She feels like she's being bullied from the cast and all of that. Then she posted this live that I posted, which was a mess. And we'll get to that in a second. You said he wants Mel and the kids back. Mel was the brains behind the brand. Ariane can't do nothing but lay down. Okay. Right about that, Nikki.
Spread open.
I agree. Cheryl said he want the business back, right? Because yeah, Melody was the brains behind the business. So I do agree with that. Yes, thank you for this. The super chat in the Cash app. He likes his money. His pocket's been skinny since she left.
Okay.
Yes, thank you for the Cash app, Sharon. Sade said Martell wants the stability and image of that power couple look back. Right. I agree with y'all.
I agree with that.
He wants the power couple look back. So moving right along past Martell, we gonna move over to Destiny House. And Destiny had this song she was singing, and it was a mess. Did you see that part where she was like, on 10?
Girl. That kids bop out of here.
Oh, I wasn't feeling Destiny's song. I think Destiny can sing, but not like career-wise, no. But like in the church, lead a song, yes.
Karaoke.
Yeah.
Mike night.
Open mic. Like Gina said on, was it Gina or Pam that said on Martin, like, your voice is singing around the house, whatever.
It was Pam. Listen to the Biggie episode.
It's like one of my favorite episodes, but yes, that's what her singing is like. So.
A mess. Wait, side note, did you see her and Tisha commercial?
Yes. What did you? I thought it was cute. I wish.
Tisha walking like linebacker. Please, that commercial.
I love Tisha's hair though. Tisha has some beautiful hair. That was her hair.
Well, Destiny was looking like Cynthia. What you call him, Dow? Who's that? Angelica Dow? Who Dow was that on Rugrats?
Cynthia. I mean, it was Angelica's Dow.
Whatever. That girl. This commercial. What's up?
Shantae said, "Trash garbage, Destiny. Please stop the madness." Shantae said, Lord, she cannot sing
at all.
Destiny is fake as fuck to me. What? Or excuse me.
I don't think she's fake.
I don't think Destiny is fake either. I think Destiny. We'll get to the Destiny and the Melody and Tisha stuff in just a moment, because I don't think Destiny is fake. I really just think Destiny was Martell's friend. They met each other in high school, so she's gonna always have loyalty to Martell versus Melody. So
as she should. If you my friend first, you my friend.
Mm-hmm. Cardi B said, "I think of Destiny. Destiny needs to sing her pain out, then go for it. Just don't try to sell it." So she said, "I think if Destiny sings her pain out, right." Rich said Destiny sounded like the female version of William Hung. It was a disaster. I haven't heard sing William Hung in years. That was the American Idol guy. Anita, hey Anita, good to see you. She said Destiny needs to kick rocks. She cannot sing. She needs to get a storyline and stop copying off of Melody or for Melody. Those two look like they were sick. Get lost. Anita, damn, you don't like that?
I don't think she was copying off of Melody though.
Miss Youngbridge said, "Who told Letitia she could act? I blame Carlos." Yeah, that commercial. Yeah, she was talking about that commercial. Anita was talking about that commercial. Shadow said Destiny has only child syndrome, but she's not fake. Yeah. 100. So going to was it Destiny and Tisha's conversation about Mel and them talking about her. So it was a situation where Melody is upset with Destiny because she was talking to Tisha after the reunion, and Melody feels some way about Tisha, and so we all know when you talk to my enemy, basically how you gonna be friends with me. So I get where Melody is coming with that. Even though Destiny says she was not talking anything about Melody, it does seem like kind of high school. So what are your thoughts on that? First, the part of Tisha and Destiny talking about Melody after the reunion.
Well, I don't believe in nobody talk about how nobody made, unless you could say it to my face. But if it was the things about the reunion, then I see no problem with it because we discussed this on air. But also, I'm grown. I'm not going to allow anybody to tell me who I can and cannot talk to. We are not in elementary school. Oh, you not my friend. You can't be her friend either. We're grown. And also, how shady Melanie was acting towards Destiny last season. I didn't even know they were still friends because you basically ended your friendship with Destiny altogether. So I do feel like Melanie just thinks the moment her name is mentioned, if she doesn't like it, she's just gonna go off and pop off for any given reason. And if you so-called settled it with Destiny, y'all had a conversation, then why are you still mad? Then it wasn't settled. I mean, I would like the truth to come out because Destiny is saying that what she said, what they were talking about live on TV. Melody is saying that she said, I apologize for talking, about you. So I need to know who, because they said there's two sides to every story. However, I just feel like she shouldn't be telling people who they can't talk to. But I also feel like Destiny, knowing that if Melanie is your friend, I would excuse myself out of that conversation. Like, I'm not going to be. I won't. If I'm friends with both of you, I'm just going to excuse myself out of a conversation. I don't need to be around you talking about her, and I don't need to be around her talking about you because I don't need to be a part of that.
So, Hannah, I'm gonna tell you about me because I am a little bit more. I'm not petty, but I am a little bit more realer than Melody. So, let's take the scenario. Had I heard you or whoever talking about me in the next room,
What gotta be me?
I would have brought my black ass over to the room. I would have knocked on the door and I would have been like, do we have a problem? Like, what's going on? Because I'm hearing my name. I know we did this on the reunion. Because my thing is, and people may call me fake, but I'm not about being fake. I'm more about hashing out whatever issue we have. So if you're going to talk to me, talk about me, I know people are going to talk, but if I can hear you, that's my opportunity to address the fucking situation. Excuse my language. So I would have knocked on the damn door and would have been like, what's up? What's the problem? Like, this is what happened at the reunion. Because it's behind the scenes, they have by all means, they can talk even more about it. Because I know they have what they want to present in front of the cameras, and then they have what they want to present after the show. So after the show, I would have went right over to Tisha and I would have said, like, what's up? This was said, but we know now Melody is on this. I don't give second chances. That's what's pissing me off about Melody, because it's like I don't think it's being a mean girl, but either she's scared or I don't know, she's acting just straight up bougie to me, and I'm not with that. So that I just don't like it. I'm gonna read some of these comments.
Melanie can go this season for me.
Yeah, Shadow said Melody sucks as a friend. Melody needs to stop the reunion was good and juicy. Of course, everyone on the show had conversations about it. Right.
Yes.
Marceau is shady and his wife knows. Hey, Sin City from Noya, good to see you. Thank you for the thumbs up. Chantel said Melody needs to stop. Oh, I already read that. Okay. So Chi-Town gave the eyes. Melody is fake to me. Yeah, Melody does.
Yes.
Melody shitting on Destiny the whole season, and that bothered me too, because if she was my real friend, she would have took up for me with Tiffany and all of that. And of course, she talks about Melody and whoever else. Period. Right. Chi-Town says, "See, I'm petty. I would have gone to the room, walked in, and said, continue the conversation. I'm here now."
That part too.
Anita said Melody needs to move on from Destiny and Tisha. They all knew about the cheating. Destiny is Martell's friend, and she can continue to be his friend. Goodbye, Destiny. Yeah, I agree with you, Anita. I don't think Destiny needs to leave, though, because to me, Destiny didn't do anything wrong. So
that's the issue. She never did anything wrong.
Shante said Melody. I'm laughing at Cotty's next comment. I'm gonna read it. Shante said Melody acts on the high horse. Yes, she needs to stay up there and look down on Tisha and Destiny. Right. Cotty B said, let me go to Cotty's comment. Get this would have busted in like break yourself, fool. I cannot help it. Like, I have to confront things. That's just me. It's in me.
Very true.
For me, my YouTube journey has been hard because at times when stuff has been said, I've wanted to go up there and say my piece and say my words, but I had to remember, like, regardless of what you say, people are going to think what they think because they don't know you. But with Melody, the difference is these are supposed to be her quote unquote friends. So it should not be a problem to go over and talk to them. So my thing is, Melody, were you scared to go talk? Like, or you just you want a storyline on the show?
I think it's a lie.
Why can't you go? Why couldn't you have gone and talked to them at that time?
I think she's lying.
Yeah, Cheryl said I had friends like that and had to let them go. But no, they admitted to saying that they were talking.
No, I'm talking about the fact that they was all talking this trash. I think it was just everything from the reunion. I think that's all it was.
Yes, and thank you, Popcorn. Sunshine, hey Sunshine. She said I think Melody is just over it all, the cast, the show, etc. Right, but her like Melody. Hey, Miss Indees, good to see you. It does seem like let me go back to Sunshine's comment. Melody does, I will admit that too. Melody does seem like she's over it, but I also feel like she's trying to do it for the show. Like, I just don't get it. Like, that's the part that comes off kind of fake. Anita said, bye-bye, fair weather friends, right? And y'all know as women, and we need to do like a show about this later on a ladies' night or something. It is very hard to make friends with people in your adult life. Like, fortunately for me, with Hannah, I met you in my adult life. Popcorn, Chi-Town, Cotty, we've met, but you know, we all have our boundaries.
Ain't nobody gonna talk about you. Me.
Oh my goodness.
Blink, blink, and a period.
But we need to talk about that. It's very hard to have adult friends. And with these friends, I feel like with Melody and Destiny, it was bound to fall out because of the simple fact that Destiny was Martell's friend to begin with. So I don't know what Melody thought was going to happen, but yeah. Niku said, I think Tisha is nobody's friend. Yes, the only friend she is her mom and Marceau's. She's so fake, just like her mom. Melody has a low tolerance for BS. I'm the same exact way. Once you cross me, I'm done. Yeah, my mom is like that too. My mother, cross her one time, she's done with you. And so, and Niku, I'm gonna say this: growing up under somebody like that, that makes me give people second chances because I feel like sometimes my mother missed out on relationships, but then again, she didn't have to deal with the bullshit no more. So, but as a child watching my mom, because my mother's a Leo. And she don't give. Once you do that, once you do one thing, she is done. You're cut off. So
my mom will cut you off if she think it before you even show your true colors. My mom have cut people off because she thought something was wrong. I'm like, Dad, you ain't even give him a chance. That's my mama.
Cotty says she pegged Mel as a mean girl the very first season. So
she could call her that.
Yeah, she called herself a mean girl. But I'm not going to necessarily call Mel a mean girl. Mel, to me, old-fashioned Mel is just stuck up. It's an old-fashioned term. She's just a stuck-up woman. And it's nothing wrong with saying who you want in your space. Because I will never say somebody has to be in your space. But you got to hold yourself accountable for your actions as well. And I just feel like Melody never holds herself accountable for what she's doing, and that's what makes me mad because I at some points I'm like Melody. To me, Melody is the Beyonce of the show. I love Beyonce, but Melody does not hold herself accountable, and I identify with her when she went through the cheating with Martell, but you can't treat your sisters like how you're treating them. So that's where Melody loses me. Younger said Letitia is not the woman's friend. She's a jealous, insecure snake. She even threw her own sister-in-law under the bus. I agree because I don't like Tisha. I like Kimmy. Shayden said, right, Hannah, ain't nobody talking about
You know it.
Younger said Destiny Martell was screwing. Absolutely.
What? Wait, what? I don't think that.
I kind of thought that, but I don't know. Cotty said that's how I am.
I mean, I think her, Kimmy, and Maurice got something going on, but I don't think.
Yes, Cotty is one of those. If you F her over, she's done. And I agree. Maybe that's why me and Cotty get along so well because that's what I grew. My mother is like that. So, Shidam said my cutoff hand is I don't give a F strong. Chi-Town said, I'm definitely like that. One time is enough, but lately I've been working on forgiveness. It is hard. Yeah. Sometimes you do have to give people grace. And yes, Melody, I'm saying, excuse my daughter for asking for a cupcake. I don't know where my husband is, but let's get to the last part of the show. We all know Melody is throwing this pajama party. Melody wants to do this pajama party. Destiny and Tisha are not invited, which I think is kind of petty. But hey, if she don't want them at her house, they don't have to be there. Going to the Scotts in the meetup and Kimmy confronting more so about the picture that he posted, all of that. What are your thoughts, hon? I know you wanted to talk about it, but what are your thoughts on that?
I'm gonna say this. First of all, your husband lied. The only person you need to be checking, thank you. The only person you need to be checking is the man who's on your marriage certificate. The one who you said vows with. No one else. Also, I'm Tisha better than me. I'm gonna say this point blank. No woman I'm going to allow to check my husband. Even his mother. I don't care. I'm not going to allow any woman to come check my husband. If you have a problem, woman to woman, you tell me and I will address it. Just like I know he not going to have no man coming in my face and checking me. I just feel like the only person who owed you an explanation is the man you married. And I don't feel like she should have not confronted him. Tisha did her part by telling him he was wrong. That's her husband. That's your husband. Your husband lied. He got caught. I exposed him. What's the problem? But don't ever come to me, are you paying this phone bill? Like, you don't, if I could post whatever I want, my account is under my name on my phone.
You see, Maurice had nothing to say though.
Yeah, because you're not gonna check my man ever.
And then Maurice brought up the fact that he said, "What if I posted?" Because he was like, "You supposed to have 2 children."
I heard about one. I know about the 2.
Like, well, damn, Maurice just went right for the jugular.
I would have posted a crib. I said, now he his feelings. But Kimmy was wrong, and I like Kimmy. Kimmy's my favorite, but she was wrong for me in this one.
Do I think, Hannah? I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree.
I know you were.
Usually I don't confront men, and I do feel like it was Maurice's place to say something, but because Maurice didn't even want to acknowledge that he was there, I would, if we're all sitting at a round table and we're all adults, person to person, because we gonna take the sexes out of it. I'm gonna ask you myself, why would you post something like that? Because clearly my husband sitting next to me is not gonna ask. So I'm gonna ask, and we're gonna get down to the bottom of it. And that's what people, if y'all look at Kimmy and Maurice's relationship, Kimmy is significantly older than Maurice. Yes. And their relationship has always, I've noticed, but y'all might not have noticed, it's like Maurice is a second child to her, which is why she's always cleaning up his business with his baby mama. She's helping to raise Monster. She's doing a lot. So Maurice has put her in a position to sometimes speak for him. And if anything, if Marcel wanted to get mad at Kimmy confronting him, he need to take that up with Maurice. Because I would have said, take it up with your brother, because he ain't got nothing to say.
I want to answer you. I owe you an explanation. I'm grown. Ask your husband why he was there and lied.
So yeah, so Tisha, for me as a woman, I just feel like Tisha already she don't even know how to address her husband. So I'm not even talking to her. Like, I don't see Tisha. I would have been like, fuck the bullshit.
Now I'm like, Ann, you talk to me. You hush. What's up?
And Kimmy is from, I think Kimmy's from Baltimore. She got that B more in her. Okay. So, but Kimmy's from B more. So I do get what you're saying, because in the end, I do feel like men should address men. But sometimes though, yeah, we gotta address it head on. We're all here. If he gets out of line with me, that's when my husband should step in. But we see Marceau didn't want to take accountability for nothing. He didn't have to. And I did it.
And I feel like he was right. On your shit, Maurice. I don't think Marceau was wrong. And I don't like him. You know, actually, I ain't gonna lie, I used to care for him. I don't personally care for none of them. All 3 of them is trash to me. However, I feel like, Maurice, you did it, your crime, you lied, own your stuff. I wouldn't apologize. I'm not apologizing for anything I put on my social media. Now, I know what to post and what not to post. But if I post something that offends you, I'm sorry you're offended, but I'm not sorry I posted it.
almost just spit out my drink.
Not Robin.
Young Rich. Like, come on now. I wasn't ready.
I'm logging off. Good night. It's been real. Mimosa Monday. Not Robin. That's how Tisha was walking though, like Robin.
I wish I should have recorded the commercial. I don't know if they would have flagged me or not, but I should have played.
I was about to say they might have flagged you because they had CBS and everybody on the side.
But I was with Tisha on confronting Marcel because to me, after you gaslight me, and this is just me and me being with my husband, because my husband has a lot of brothers as well, no sisters, all brothers. And so if you're not going to speak up for me, now it's time for me to speak up for me. And so I would want to know the thought process in posting the picture as well. Like, okay, all of this is supposed to be a lie, but yet you post a picture on Instagram to debunk that y'all were saying it was a lie. Now it's proving that the side chick, Ariane, was telling the truth because he was around. Why would you post that knowing everything that's going on? And so, yeah.
Marcel actually told the truth from the reunion. He said, I was there. He didn't lie for once. For once, he didn't lie. And I thought Maurice would have told the truth.
And Chi-Town, I don't think Maurice can recover because he's flat out lying. How can he recover from lying about being there around Ariane? Tell me, Chi-Town, I want to know.
And he's not just there. He's in the front of the picture like this. That's the worst. He's not even in the back hiding. He's right here.
Yeah, he's right there.
Like, yeah, I'm here.
With his little light-skinned face in that damn picture.
And he got the hat backwards. You know he was acting crazy with the hat backwards.
That's the bigger picture. There's Martell to the left. Marceau, I don't know who that guy is. I thought that was Lewis, but it's not Lewis. And then Maurice.
Was that Mel brother? That was not Mel, but was that Tisha brother?
This guy in the middle. I don't know who this guy is.
I don't know who that was.
They know.
I think it was because wasn't that I don't know. I gotta go back and watch this episode because I was watching it vaguely. I think they talked about who else was in that picture.
Yes. And Niku said, I thought the linebacker part was a joke.
Oh no, that was real.
Cardi B said, basically giving Ariane credibility. Now her words hold more weight. Exactly.
I don't think she was lying.
I don't think she was lying either, to be completely honest.
She be on some BS, but I don't think she out here lying. She says too much out of her mouth. I don't really care for her, but I don't feel like she had a reason to lie because she don't have nothing to do with y'all. Her beef was with Martell, so I don't feel like she had a reason to lie on you. You're a non-factor.
Right. Shauna said, I'm very direct and more outspoken than my husband, so I would have been Kimmy. I'm Kimmy too. What people don't realize about me, because I've been nice on these YouTube streets, I am very direct and outspoken, and I speak my mind. That's why I guess I'm a high-level manager, because I don't do the bullshit. I'm going to address it right there. And I'm all for women getting along, but I'm going to hold you accountable. So I'm going to call you out on your bullshit. I'm gonna say it.
Very true.
That's why I don't know why. Sometimes I don't know why women have a problem with speaking with each other, because I'm not fighting. I want to talk it out. I'm not gonna fight you. So
I agree with that. We do need to talk things out more because I don't understand that.
Yes. Sunshine said, and I love your picture, Sunshine. She said, I'm sorry, I have 4 boys and they better not snitch on each other like that. You better add to the line to make the story better. Exactly.
He went against bro code.
Would have been, and I do fault Marceau, because Marceau should not have posted this picture. Maurice clearly did not want to be associated with being there, but he gonna go on and post a picture to make himself look right. And I didn't think that was right. My husband he's the oldest out of 4 boys, and so it's the same thing. Like I get it. And my husband and his brothers would not snitch on each other. And I can respect that because it's family. So
I'll say this too. If you somewhere you're not supposed to be, don't pose for the damn picture. Because you wouldn't have caught me posing. If I know I'm not supposed to be here, I'm not posing for anything. You might catch me snippet over here. I'm lying. That's my bad. I don't know her. But you're not going to catch me front and center if I'm somewhere I'm not supposed to be.
Right.
It would be no proof.
Right. So Anita said Marceau has treated Tisha like this because he knows she has a very he has a very immature. Well, she has very immature and skin like a teenager, and he gets away with it. So you're saying she's immature. Shannon said because he told the truth to Kimmy backstage because I think he doesn't want to be questioned about what all he knows. Right. And Young Rich waits till the linebacker was a man. I'm not gonna lie. That was the original rumor that I heard, that it was a man.
I thought it was
So catch that.
allegedly. The banner there.
I got the allegedly banner up. Andrea said, I'm like Kimmy, also February, baby. Okay, Andrea. Right. Shannon said, Maurice said it himself. He has been holding secrets from that night. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And
They all had their women with them.
Can we talk about why Marceau just spilled the beans? Why did he even admit that he had been around Ariane? That's what I want to know. Anita said Tisha is very mature and acts like a teenager. Yes, she does. Clearly, Anita, you don't like Tisha.
I mean, I feel like he, just like Mel told her truth, I feel like he thought if he didn't say it was going to come out anyway. So my thing is, I'll tell him myself before I allow you to. That way, it's no, oh, I heard this rumor. You didn't hear. You heard it from me. I'll expose myself. I'll put myself out there. So anything you find and all that, good for you, because I already told you up front. I feel like he would have found out anyway. And if the question is asked, if I'm not doing anything wrong, or if I am doing something wrong, I'm just going to admit right now, because it's better than, like Maurice getting caught later. Imagine if he said he wasn't here, and then Ariane posted this picture that they at the reunion while they was live. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. I would just rather expose myself. If I know I'm going to get caught, I will be exposing myself. Let's go there. Let's put that out there. However, if there was no picture or no proof, he could have denied it. Because you can deny without proof day and night. Shoot, you could deny with proof. But still, I really feel like he wanted to put his truth out there before somebody else put it out there for once.
Right. Young Rich talking about one in the Dwayne Dawkins. Oh, don't talk about that pastor. Dwayne Dawkins. Have you seen the video on Twitter?
No. What I missed?
So we'll have to talk behind the scenes.
Oh, girl, you got to tell me about that.
Nikki said exactly, but he only denied it so he wouldn't be associated with Ariane. So I think he posed for the picture because it wasn't questionable at the time, right? Young Rich said, oh, so them 6 people he did at one time wasn't all women. I knew it.
Wait, I forgot. He told the truth about that. Why would he lie about this?
Yes.
It's more to this story for him lying.
Yes, Anita said the truth will come out eventually. And I think Martell is going to spill the tea. He's lost everything and he's mad. I don't think
he's going to spill.
He seems more at peace. Cardi B said Marceau kept trying to paint Martell as a liar, making up rumors about him. Looks like Martell was truthful, right? About them 20 women's. Sin City said Maurice's first wife was a linebacker. So was the linebacker the first wife though? No, I know it wasn't the first wife. Yeah, for him to say that he's not into linebackers and his first wife was thick, because at the time
he was this couch.
But Maurice was thick too. Maurice lost weight. They were both linebackers at the time. So, but for him to say he's not into linebackers was a straight up lie. So let me take this down. We will talk more about this because it just seems like it keeps getting deep, and it's too much tea outside of this show regarding all of them. Shannon,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm happy this show is back because I actually really like this show to talk about.
Chi-Town said it wasn't a man. I will have to find the picture and send it to you. Yes, please do. So let's talk about, speaking of lies, since we're done talking about it. So I posted cute laughing. I posted and you're drinking Corbel Sweet Rosé. Oh, that sounds so good.
Okay.
But I posted Ariane's live. For those that don't know, every time this show premieres for episode 1, Ariane goes live. And so she went live. Find it on my channel. I guess I'm the only one that posted it. As soon as I knew that she was going live on IG, I went ahead and screen recorded. So she went live. She was trying to show herself at a pajama party. She twerked a little bit, and then she showed herself having fun with the girls, even though it was boring. But I guess she was trying to make it seem like she was having a good time. We know last week she was suicidal because of everything that she claimed she was going through with the show. But Ariane on this current live looked like she was having a good time. And y'all can go through the comments on my channel. These people went in on Ariane. Ariane, I think her saying that she was suicidal was a last stitch effort to get the attention of people and for people to have sympathy on her. I do agree, as much as Funky Dineva, sometimes Funky Dineva's comments and things that his views on Black women are problematic, but I agree with him on this situation with Ariane. Ariane definitely needs to hold herself accountable for all of her actions in the situation of messing with somebody else's husband. Funky Dineva said that she would end up with a baby and Martell would be done with her, and that's what we see. Martell is done with Ariane, and so now she's doing these lives. She wants to be on the show. Carlos King, I read in an article, said that everyone on the show would have to approve of her being on the show in order for her to be there. So we now know that she will not be on this show because she's already creating drama with the other cast members. And so Funky Dineva himself said if she wants to be respected, she needs to apologize and she needs to move on with her life. Because once she moves on, if they're still talking about her, it does look like they're bullying her. So, but make sure you catch that live of Ariane. It is a little boring. So let me go to some of these comments. Shannon said Ariane is full of it and sick of her. You're sick of her. I'm sick of her and over the BS. They said them beds probably broke down and went straight to hell. You're right, Kenny, but Funky landed it on this one. Yeah, Funky Dineva, shout out to him because, well, I've always followed him. I do like him, but some of his stuff has been anti-Black women, I feel. But on this particular topic, he was straight on point as it relates to being a side chick. And I'm going to say this. At one time was a side chick. Shout out to Make It Make Sense. I'm going to shout out a couple of channels, but shout out to Make It Make Sense. I went on there to tell my story. If y'all see, go to my videos last year. I talk about my entanglements. So it's not fun being a side chick. Before I was a wife, I was a side chick to two men. And you don't win. Karma comes. And regardless of whether or not this man leaves his wife, when you think about it, do you want to be with somebody that is doing this to his wife, somebody that he made a vow to, somebody that he made kids with? Because looks come and go. We can look like dime pieces. And back in my 20s, I was, you couldn't tell me nothing.
Okay.
And I sometimes I feel like you still can't tell me nothing now.
I'm about to say in my 30s, going on you can't either.
So with Ariane, Funky Dineva was right. She was on these lives talking about we can't help that they men want us and we the pretty girl clique, all this other stuff, blah, 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 blah. And it now is blown up in her face. You went from being his fun girl to now somebody that is a burden because you have a child by him. No offense to your child because children are a beautiful thing, but he's going to view you differently. You're no longer the fun girl. You're the girl that he now has. He's responsible for you because y'all have the child. So
also, you're the girl, and even though he ruined his marriage, you're the girl that ruined my marriage in his mind. In his simple mind, he's going to blame her for no longer being in the same household as his kids.
I'm going to read some of these comments. Shannon said in that first Martell was okay with her being on the show, but now he does not, which I find interesting. He doesn't want her to be on the show. And he just said no sympathy for her. She needs self-esteem and therapy. She also needs respect for herself. Martell is done with her. He lost everything. It's his own fault. Cardi B said don't watch him and never will. I think she's talking about Funky Dineva. Ronnie said Ariane told Tasha K that she had to agree to the phone call between she and Martell last season. That was so weird because she was like, you know how you take care of me, Martell. And thank you, Shantae. Hello. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. I think Ariana's like 27 or 28 now.
She's still in her 20s?
I think she is still in her 20s.
Oh.
Sharon says she can't do for Martell what Melody can. Right.
Oh.
Right. So your final thoughts on everything we've talked about a lot today.
Well, I want to say one thing, then I'll say my final thought. She actually could do what Melody did if she not focus on trying to be Martell and be her own businesswoman. She can actually do it, but she's so focused on everything besides being a boss woman. You can let him go and boss up yourself. He'll see your glow up, and that speaks for itself. And you don't have to bother with him anymore. Um, I think my final thoughts are: I am so happy this show is back. I really missed it. I'm not gonna lie, I did miss it because a lot of these shows outside of that was not as good. Um, I'm gonna say this: I don't think Melanie needs to be on the show anymore. I don't think the show does not anything for her. I think this argument is her storyline because she can't be for Martell because he looked like he and his kumbaya this season. So I really just feel like she needs to leave the show and do her own thing. And also, if Ariane comes on the show, if Ariane comes on the show, I hate to say this, I don't want her on there. But if she did come on there, I'm watching every week. I just want to see the drama unfold.
She's there. They ain't gonna let her on.
They won't. But I just hope Tisha get her backbone. I hope this season is good. I hope everything is not a fake storyline because they started off authentic in the beginning, and I feel like a lot of it now is being like the other shows. So I hope they stick to the way they originally were. And also, you still look good. And that's all I have to say. Oh, and never mind, it's no longer our season, so I'm not.
So shout out to Laura Holland. I think this is the first time I'm seeing you. I love your picture. It looks like a corporate photo.
It does. I like it.
If Ari comes on, do you think the other ladies will film with her? No, I don't think anyone would film with her. The only person, if they did, I don't even think Destiny would film with her. To be honest,
Tisha would.
Tisha,
Yep.
I would hope Tisha
Yes,
has more common sense than that. Laura said that Ariane is in her 30s. She just asked 12. Shaka said she's 32. Kante said she's 32 as well. Make it make sense. Hey, boo.
She's too old to be acting like that in her 30s.
Right. Mim said, I think Cold Star won the race but lost the war. She lost her sugar daddy and now she is broke. She should have went to Sharina Hudson to find out how to steal a man and keep him. Right. I think Ariane, I don't know. Ariane was just, she didn't play her cards right. And I would not have had a baby so quick. I would have waited to have the baby after he left his wife.
What she would have never done.
Yeah, Younger said her and Letitia gonna fist fight if she come on. Tisha, so Cardi B thinks Tisha would too. Shonda says so too. I thought the first season. I thought the first seeing them at the dinner was a made up storyline. What storyline? And no, sorry, she's
him and Tisha.
I thought Ariane was 28. I know she was still in her 20s because he met her very, very young. Cardi B said to get back at Mel, Tisha would. Tisha.
I agree, Cardi.
Let me just say this about Tisha. If Tisha films with her, she would also be filming with all the women that Marceau cheated with. Because Ariane has been very vocal, not just this one time. Because I'm gonna say this. Now, I follow several groups on Facebook that cover this show.
Mm-hmm.
The linebackers and the women that Ariane named from this picture are not the only women that Marceau has cheated with. Marceau allegedly has had a relationship and a child with Melody's hairdresser, which is her cousin.
Hairdresser.
And Ariane was good friends with her. Ariane, prior to this, because this is not the first time that Ariane has talked about them being with other women. Prior to this, Ariane has talked about being a cocktail waitress at a club and all of them coming in and dating her and her friends. And this goes back 2 and 3 years. So if Tisha films with her, Tisha will be a complete idiot because Ariane has put out 2 or 3 times the fact that Maurice has cheated on Tisha. So yeah, that's just.
I think she still would get the tea too.
Sharina Hudson got the man a baby and Wendy Williams money. Yes. And that's what Marcel's chick might do the same if Tisha keep acting like she's stupid. Shanae said, wait, have y'all seen the video the spiritual healing lady put out about Carlos Melody? No.
What's that?
Predator. Who's a predator?
Who's a predator?
Anyway, since that Tisha got a master's, but she's dumb as a box of rocks. Yeah, she has 2 masters from my husband's alma mater. She graduated with 2 masters from the school my husband graduated from. That's so funny to me. It's in Alabama. I'm not going to dox my husband, but it's a school in Alabama, a PWI that my husband graduated from and that Tisha has graduated from. Cotty said Tisha's not that bright. I think she would. Child, yes, child. Marcel has 2 other outside children. Yes,
I believe it.
Marcel's lips look all black and crusty because so many lies come out of them. He's an idiot. But my final thoughts, I can't wait to see the rest of the season. I hate, oh my goodness, now my daughter is crying. I hate that.
Oh, don't let her cry.
Talk some more, Hannah, about the comments. Let my husband calm her down.
Okay. I can only see Tisha as an idiot, which I'm not gonna say she's an idiot. I feel like she's the type of woman, you know how some women, I'm married, I'm gonna stay married no matter what, which is like not a good, but I'm not gonna lie. I was that woman in my first marriage in the beginning, even though I'm very strong and opinionated, I should have left and I stayed and dealt with a lot until I got my own strength. Like, this is not you. So I feel like once Tisha, I'm not gonna say she's an idiot because I'm not gonna call any woman that, but I feel like once she gets the strength to realize, like if Coleslaw came on this show and she found out all that, I think she would leave him and come to her common sense, because once you hear all the truth and the receipts come out, I think that's when she probably would leave. But I definitely think Tisha would film with her, because why wouldn't she? I would film with her because I want to know the tea. And also, that dinner scene, Tisha brought her up like 13 times as if she wanted her on the show. Because I'm not bringing your name up. I'm not calling you old girl. I'm not putting your name in my conversation whatsoever. If you are a non-factor, then that's what it is. I wouldn't give Tisha didn't try to talk about her like 4 times, and Marcel kept trying to shut it down. So I think Tisha was already prepping. She would give the okay for her to be on this show, but I'm not gonna call her an idiot. I wouldn't call her that.
Yeah. To me, Tisha has no backbone, and we saw at the end when she said, I know my husband and not these people. And then she looked at him like, do you agree with that, about that comment? So I think Tisha needs to take, Tisha needs to take her own trip by herself and find herself. Go, what is it, Eddie Murphy Raw, the comedy? She needs to go ahead. She needs to shoot the sheriff. So, and I know that's my liquor talking, but she needs to go to Jamaica and shoot the goddamn sheriff. Find her goddamn self and get some business about herself.
When he came in from Africa, I'd have been at the airport with my bags. Here's the kids. I'll see you when I see you, because it's my trip now. I need to go find myself. She better than me, because the moment he landed, I would have had my trip booked.
Yes. Mim said, I want to go have some malt liquor with Messy Wanda. She was,
you know what?
Right.
Wanda would.
Tisha is scared to leave Marcel. Yes. I think Tisha, I think she's gonna leave him. She's like her mama, because her mama says she got a boyfriend and a husband. So I think eventually Tisha will get the common sense to read some situations, experience some life. As for the show, I can't wait to see what else transpire. Do I want to see Ariane on? No. A true fan, no. We want to see what's going on with Ariane. Love to hate her. but like I wanted to see as soon as Ariane goes live, I'm there. So I guess a part of me has a soft spot for her because I've been in that position. No, I did not have a baby with the people because I was smarter. I'm like, hell no, I'm not having a baby by you. No. But I want Ariane to win. I hate to say that. I want her to get her shit together, be accountable for her situation, and move the fuck on.
I agree with that part with you.
Yeah. So
I want every woman to win. I'm rooting for us, so I'm definitely not gonna put her down.
You're right. Young Rich said Letitia have all them degrees and still talk like Tisha needs to pull a Wanda J. Blige. Yes.
Okay.
She does. I would watch if she came on. I would too, girl. Connie, me and you would be front seat with our popcorn. Our popcorn like me. I was like, yes. Tell me more.
Listen, she need to come on though. I actually want and don't want her on.
I want her on. I'm sorry. As quiet as a skip, I do want Ariane.
I would love to see her on there because I want to know what's true and what's the lies.
I want her to give Melody a run for her money.
And she will. And she will.
Yes, get Ariane a peach ASAP. Cheryl said everyone had a Tisha mom in their family. Yes, we did.
I don't know. I ain't had a Tisha mom over here.
I did. I'm not gonna lie, I did. So we're gonna go ahead and end it here. This was fun. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you like the live as well. Tomorrow I may come back. Tomorrow also All Things Popcorn is going live talking about Moonlight. So be sure to check her out as well. Make sure you subscribe to All Things Popcorn.
Okay.
We will be back next Monday with Mimosa Monday talking about episode 2 of this show. If Ariane goes live, of course I'll post that and we'll talk about it. But thank you, Hannah, for joining me. This was fun. Thank you, everybody. Good night. I'm going to play my little outro. If I can get to it, because I'm a little... But I want to welcome everybody to my channel, The Candy Shop.